if you work with children who have a speech sound disorder, you will know that you can't just use one tip or one trick for every single child. It doesn't work. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you 3 different metaphors or 3 different ways you can explain to a child who is stopping a long sound for a short sound. So they might be saying something like done for sun. I'm going to show you 3 different cues that you can use that are available in this stopping minimal pairs deck. So the first one, it really draws on this concept of what is long and what is short. And we've got this cute little caterpillar here. The nice thing about these cards is that they join together. So you can see here that you can take them apart or you can put them together. So I like to talk about the body part and look how long this caterpillar is, and he makes really long sounds like this, and I might say something like s or sh. And even just by using my finger and drawing along the body, you know, I'm showing that the sound is long. They can hear that the sound is long. But when I might model a short sound, I'm going to hide this away. So this is all the child can see. And it's just like a short little body part. So one of our cues would be, oh, you know, you said that with the short sound, you know, oops, use your long sound, and we're going to put that cue on. So I really, really like that one. I also like to talk about this concept of air as well, because as we know, these long sounds, they're usually fricative, sometimes affricates. And so we really want the child to get this concept of airflow, and they need to, you know, keep the air going. So the next cues we added in this deck was, short air or long air. So short air would be something like b, d, k. It's really, really short. It's really, really quick. But if we want to make the sound long, and if the child needs to add that, you know, longer airflow, this is where I'd use the long one. So it's a nice little thing to use. Another thing that's useful with these cards is that you can say a sound to the child and you can ask them to point to what they heard. Did you hear me say a sound with long air or short air? And that's a really nice way for them to understand this concept and understand what you're asking them to do, and then you know, you turn the tables on them. The next one is a cute cue, and we called it the stop sound and the going sound. So this is another one where the pictures join together, and you can see here we've got a road, and if the child stops their sound too early, it's like, oh no, you know, the car stopped, you know, it can't go. Or we've got our going sound, and it's this motorbike, and I love that he's got little puffs of air coming out because it shows that it's long. So this is a nice little one as well. And your cue could be something like, make sure you use your long going sound, or, you know, make sure your sound is going when you say sun. You know, you don't want to stop that sound, otherwise it won't go anywhere. So you use these cues, you use these metaphors, and you help the child understand this unspoken rule, I guess, that they haven't learned yet. Another nice thing that you can do with these cards is you can use real toys. So for this one, you might actually get, you know, your little cars, little transport things. I don't have a car with me right now, and you can drive it along, you know, to show that it's going, and you can physically stop it like it has on the cards if the child stops their word. Same as, you know, the long sound. If you've got little toys, little caterpillars or things like that that you can make, even little magnets I've put together, you know, anything to kind of demonstrate this concept of long, that's useful as well. So I hope I've given you a couple of different ideas. One of the things I suggest is you play around with the cues and you see which one makes sense to the child and which one that they kind of get, because once they, you know, understand and they can relate what you're trying to teach them to their sounds and to their rule, a lot of the times we see children progress quicker because they actually understand in a child-friendly way, that's something that's learnable, something that's meaningful for them, what they're expected to do.